have a couple of very interesting works out that have floated around that I had seen, and primarily it seems like your topic of conversation is the female sexuality.
Yes, it is.
Male sexuality, just human sexuality in general.
Human sexuality in general, female sexuality in particular. Yeah. I made a documentary on female ejaculation, and I also spent a lot of time researching female ejaculation in my master's and doctorate program at Wayne State University.
Very interesting.
Yes. So the documentary, Female Ejaculation Perceptions, is kind of about, it's about the different knowledges that have formed due to the lack of medical and scientific consensus and research on female ejaculation. Not a lot of research has been done on female ejaculation, and it's not even believed to exist.
Really?
Yes, there's actually,
what, you mean the female ejaculation itself, or the stories that you do on it?
The female ejaculation itself.
That there's no...
Yeah, there's some people don't believe that it's true. Actually, in the UK right now, if you show female ejaculation in a pornography, it's considered urolagnia, which is peeing on someone for erotic pleasure, and so it's obscene and illegal because they do not recognize female ejaculation as a legitimate sexual response. Not even legitimate, they don't recognize it as a possible sexual response. So there was just a really big, highly publicized lawsuit on that involving Anna Span, which Anna Span is like Britain's foremost female pornographer. And she did this kind of compilation DVD of the best of, Norman, watch out! My dog's weaving around the camera.
Rolling down, Norman.
Norman, come here, babe.
You're distracting us here. We're talking about female ejaculation with a hot Detroit City girl, Norman, and you're distracting us.
Here you go.
Okay, no, I'm sorry.
So she has this DVD, and the name escapes me, but it was the best of homemade send in your own porn clips, and one of them showed female ejaculation, and so then it was taken off the shelf and considered obscene, and there was a huge lawsuit about it, and it went to whatever their version of the Supreme Court is, and they wound up letting the DVD be sold, but they still did not recognize female ejaculation as a legitimate response. So some people are saying that just allowing the movie to be sold is a big step in politics over there, but it's basically not.
That's very interesting. So now, how long have you been studying?
I've been studying female ejaculation for 4 years, 5 years, 4 to 5 years.
That is an awful. So you would know that it is not a myth.
I've seen it.
You've seen it?
Yeah.
You've seen it?
As soon as I found out about it.
What? Wait a minute. What would put? I mean, I know it's for real. I didn't see that in the paper. When they give out those tests, we're testing out this new, the medical thing. We want males. Maybe that's why 18 to 26. Maybe that's why I couldn't get in. But I didn't see that advertised in the paper for research studies.
Yeah.
How did you?
Well, no money gets delegated to female ejaculation because it's just until pharmaceutical companies can try to find a way to make money off of it, it won't get research. I read an article.
Are there pills out there though?
No, there are no pills. If there were, there would be research.
Right. I guess so.
It needs to be monetized. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like it should be.
monetize female ejaculation.
Not
That's what we're
monetize.
talking about.
I think it needs to be researched, and I think that we could be creative enough to figure out a way.
Pimps doing it.
Yeah, I think you'd be lucky if you could find an escort that could do that around here.
Really? Interesting. So,
well, I just don't.
So the stats of so that's interesting. So did you say in a roundabout way maybe that the odds of there's only a slight percentage of women that experience female ejaculation?
Yes. And the number, of course, right now escapes me because of this terribly impromptu interview. But
you do have the numbers. You're studying it for 5 years, right?
Yeah, I'm not really a statistics kind of gal though at the moment. I think, and again, there's no research. Like, if there is a number, it's not like a number that.
Okay, well, is it
I'm
less
blabbering.
than 10% or over 10%? I'm guessing 1 out of 10, maybe, and that may be high. 10%?
Don't quote me on it, but I would go with you. And I think there's some statistics like the percentage of women that are able to do it, and that is like 30%. But I don't agree with the way that number, the way that statistic was created.
I'm sure, like anything, and it depends on the situation, and you know.
It depends on the situation, and also female ejaculation is not something female body is like cultured to do. For orgasm, you kind of pull up, and like all your muscles kind of like pull up towards head. And for female ejaculation, you need to at least not pull up, and if you want that like kind of like streaming, squirting effect, you need to push out as if you're peeing, because it comes out of your urethra.
So it's almost like having a kid instead of
pop the
kid
if you were going to have a kid out of your urethra, then yeah.
What I know, you know what I mean? I can't find the hole half the time. So
And there are several. Don't tell them.
Hey, listen, my name is Tommy Morrison here live on DetroitCity.tv, live from AJ's Cafe. Detroit City girl Jane, who is really a professional on the study of female sexuality, and we're here. Listen, for all the teasing that you're going to take, and you're going to have some smart comments because you're used to that, I'm sure, by now. But I had one of the viewers had mentioned, so how do you advertise if you want to do a study for girls that who you're looking for? Do you put in an ad looking for girls to do tests on female ejaculation? And if so, can I wear a doctor's coat while you line up 10, and then maybe we'll get the percentage and see who can do it?
Well, I think that would be creepy.
Two-part question for all the guys out there. I know they're all thinking the same thing, Tommy. When you gonna get to that part?
I think that some medical credentials would have to be shown, first of all.
I've got credentials.
And
put a doctor on one of these.
I don't think your necklace counts.
Oh,
no. Okay, the question is, how would you advertise for that?
How do you advertise like studies? Do you hit your friends up like saying, listen, I'm sure people are aware around you. I mean, do you present it how do you present it to get people to do studies?
Well,
or just talk about it.
Just talk about it. I will go up to anybody and just talk about it. Some people don't know what it is when you're talking about it. People, even in my documentary, people talk about female ejaculation as if it's